Where'd it go? Hello to whoever is in here. It's just a long drive that I'm on, so decided to do a live and say hello to all my favorite people, even the lurkers. Good afternoon. If you are here, please drop a comment so I can see if it pops up on my screen. I have you on my dash. Thank you for typing in all caps. JR Nana, how are you? And just so nobody's worried about my safety, this is a very straightforward, very boring road here in Louisiana. I am being completely safe, I promise. How are you today? Happy Friday. It is Friday, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I get my days and nights mixed up all the time. I can't like drop the link anywhere. So it's probably only going to be a few of us chatting for a little bit, but it's okay. I'm having a great Friday too. I just, it's a long road trip that I'm on right now to, oh God, Nightbot. I forgot about Nightbot. Okay, JR Nana. Do not type in all caps. I forgot about Nightbot. I have to go and edit some of his little rules there. But Wisco, thank you. Yeah, you can do that. I mean, I'm just road tripping and was just chit chatting and BSing because I'm bored and it's a 2-hour trip. But if you want to drop it and get some people in here, that would be great. Thank you. But yeah, Jaron, and thank you for using all caps, but I forgot Nightbot is sensitive, so I'm gonna have to edit him. And I probably have a lot of road noise in here, so I do apologize for that. Can y'all hear me okay? Hey, Jill. I think you're the one that's been sending me, no, you've been tagging me in things. Thank you. I've been checking them out, and I appreciate it. Hi, Steph. Right, I know. What I did was I went and checked out Nightbot, and I was able to like add my own custom demands or commands, not demands, commands. And so I have 3, and like Caleb knows how to use them. He's probably one of the only mods that really does. But it's great. But I forgot about a couple of the things that are like, hold on, passing up a big truck. A couple of the things are like by default enabled, and I was rushing through it that night because we were about to go live. So the all caps thing is something that I forgot to turn off. So I apologize. Hey, Michael McAllister, how are you? Oh no, you have COVID? You think it might be a fluke, so are you having any symptoms? JR Nana, I'm not looking down like constantly. I look down every now and then, but my phone is like literally in front of me on my dash. And I mean, Shanda says I have an iPad basically, but I don't. I have the 13 Pro Max. So, I mean, it's a pretty good sized phone. But like right now, I'm not reading anything that's in chat. I'm answering your question while I'm driving. So, I'm being safe, I promise. So, if I do miss any comments, I apologize. Yeah, we do. We read road signs. And okay, so while I'm here, my channel, I don't I don't do the drama. I don't, you know, and not saying that Shan's channel does, because unfortunately they bring it to her because for some reason Squirrels on Fire and anyone associated with them are hated among a certain group of people. And I'm just gonna say that, like, I don't understand the hate. I don't understand the bullying, the drama, the clipping. I mean, you have one channel that says you're here for missing children, and then in the next breath, you have videos clipping content making fun of people. I'm just saying, if you're going to be an advocate for missing persons, do it with some class. Like, get off of your whatever you're on and focus on your own life. Focus on doing something that makes you happy instead of focusing on a group of people that are trying to do good that you hate for some reason. That reason has never even been made clear. They just automatically hate us, and I don't understand it, but whatever. It sounds like a you problem. And I'm just saying, like, you have nothing better to do than do that. I feel sorry for you. Hey, Drew Younger, how are you? Exactly, Wisco Madman. It's like everyone who is trying to dig into Kylie Rodney's case are being attacked in some way. Um, I don't understand. And this group of people I'm talking about, they know who they are. Like, I have been in Kurt, Zab Girl, Ryan Upchurch, and I've seen these very same people fighting for justice for Kylie. They were in there trying to make sense of this whole situation. And then now that they have accepted the narrative and believe that it's an accident or whatever they believe, I don't know what they believe, but I do know that these very same people were at one time fighting for justice for Kylie. Okay, so fine, if you want to move on, great, that's your choice, that's your personal choice to make. But don't come and try to bully people who are still wanting justice for her. I'm sorry that we can't sleep at night because we don't understand the shadiness that's going on in a town that is not only covering up Kylie Rodney's case, but many other girls are going missing. Boys that have disappeared and found unalive, but no foul play, nothing to see here. Move on, folks. We can't even find a birthday for him. Like, I'm sorry that we need closure, and we want this world to be a better place, and I worry about, like, my future, like my child's children one day, like, I want this world to be a better place for them, so I'm going to do what I can now to be a voice for the voiceless and to try to expose these shady ass mother effers. Sorry, not sorry. But if you're not here for that, and if you don't want to keep fighting for that, that's okay. Do what you want. But clipping other people's content and making quote unquote videos out of that, like, that's what you call content, please find another hobby. Like, seriously, it's getting old. As you can see, yeah, I'm behind the comments probably, but if I could show y'all this road in front of me, I mean, I could. It's if you've been in the country, these little 2-lane, I mean, it's an interstate, but it's a very, very, nothing but trees around me. It's so freaking boring. I hate this drive. But it's okay. It's for a good reason. Go and pick up my little godchild. Oh, Steph, yeah, I don't even want to acknowledge that person. Like, that person is just hmm, old news. Hey, a one-way street. A1. I'll just call you A1. A one-way street. That's very interesting. I mean, I do have screenshots from early on in the case on the Facebook groups. The locals were very active. Locals talked a lot more than like parents, adults, some of the kids. But there were so many people who had conversations with people outside of the area that once lived there and didn't have very good things to say about Turkey. And it's just like what the frick? And I mean, we kind of heard it last night, on everything we were listening to with Squirrels on Fire with Shan. Um, if you're not from there, if you're not born and raised and from there, you're basically treated like an outsider, and like that freaking sucks. But not only that, like from what we know, Kylie has lived there mm, almost, if not all of her life, and yet she was considered that Neiman girl. She was treated as an outsider. It just makes you wonder how deep that hatred or that dislike went. And I mean, look at the lengths they're going to cover this up. It just makes you wonder. Doesn't sound like a very nice place to live. Just saying. It's a very beautiful place, I will admit that. I plan on visiting the area in Tahoe one day, like I've always wanted to. I think it's a gorgeous place. I just don't know about the people there. Ooh, Wisco. Hmm. Sounds like the best with the wrong one. And kudos to you guys that all stand up to these bullies and like these people behind it. Like they say that we're keyboard warriors. Okay, so I'm a keyboard warrior for Kylie Ronnie, you're damn right. But these are actual so-called men, but that act like little boys behind a keyboard, and they say this and they say that, and then they have all of these women that they surround themselves with. Why is that? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I get that you like it's whatever. What I'm saying is like thanks to like people like you and all of our mods in here that are guys like Mark. Mark was amazing at protecting the Squirrel Squad. Um, the guy had an armor. He was an armor for all of us, and he tried his best. And they still did what they did to him, but that's on them, not me. But we do have a great group of guys on YouTube that do stand up for people that are getting bullied, people that shouldn't be treated the way they are. So we appreciate you. You're a great asset to our community, and we appreciate you. 5 years old. Yeah, that's the earliest I had seen. I don't know about when she was a baby. I don't know. So she had been going to the lodge since she was a baby. Well, that's what I'm saying. So why did they treat her so? Why did they call her that Neiman girl? Why did Grandpa say that she embarrassed the family? Like there's some things that don't sit right with me in the family dynamics of things. No, you're right. Let's go. There ain't none. They're a bunch of little doggies with tails between their legs that have nothing else better to do than talk crap and bully women on the internet. It's really, really sad. Really sad. I'm so glad that I'm not married to a little boy because let me tell you, they wouldn't be saying that crap to my face or to my husband. I guarantee that. So, yeah, not worried about them. He was a great guy, Wisco. He was, oh my God. If you go back and look on some of our older lives on Sparks on Fire, his little icon, I'm pretty sure you've seen it maybe in Discord, but I'll post it. And you just have to hear when he's on panel. And he's not only been on our panel, but he's been on many, many panels. And he was also mod for a bunch of channels for Kylie Rodney. Like a lot of the true crime community, especially the ones covering Kylie Rodney, a lot of them know who he is or was. I hate saying that, but he still lives on. So a lot of people knew who he is because he made his rounds. He jumped on panels. He had such a humble personality. Even if he disagreed with you, it wasn't like an argument. He was just would politely be like, well, I'm going to disagree, but I would like to explain why. And then, it's like, he was amazing. And for the longest, he tried to be friends with the other side, that group of doggies, um, because he did enjoy when he was there, whenever they treated him right, whenever he could just go and have fun and be himself. But it quickly turned ugly, and sorry, did I disconnect? Am I still here? Um, yeah, it quickly turned nasty, and all he was trying to do was make peace for between us and them. I honestly think it was number one for him. He knew he knew that he had health problems, and he also did it for us. He was tired of seeing us being treated the way we were treated by them, and they're still doing it. So it's like there's no help for them, not unless they want to help themselves. I miss him too, Michael. Hey, Megapint, Holly. I'm on the road, so if I miss someone coming in, welcome to the chat. I'm not in any big city. I live in the country, on a country road. Nobody worry about my safety. I'm fine. I'm not driving in snow. It doesn't snow here. It's 48 degrees. It's pretty boring highway. Hey, Larissa. Hey, girl. How are you today? Outdoorsy. What's up? Yes, my nanny is driving. My nanny is driving, and I got my 5 kids up in the back of my car. Oh my God, it's hilarious. Hilarious. Like, we find out things about ourselves that we never even knew when it comes to that group of people. Like, for real. How the hell you come up with that shit? Like, no wonder you're not sleuthing and trying to find out what happened to Kylie. You don't know how to sleuth. Like, what the frick? Anyway, not gonna go over. There's my nanny. You're not supposed to be driving and on YouTube, Brandy. Oh my God. Hey Tiff, welcome in. So I am at the halfway spot between my home and my destination. So still got about another hour to go. If you guys want to hang out with me, that's cool. Because on the way back, I'm going to be talking to my little godchild, catching up on what's been going on with his life and school and all that good stuff. So we was at a stop sign. Yes, indeed. Oh my gosh. Really, Larissa? So glad that like we have smart people in our group who, even though people have privatized their videos or deleted them, once they're on the internet, they're always there. And yeah, just saying, we have lots of receipts of that. That's good to know. And definitely, you definitely should, because that was crossing a line. That was definitely crossing a line. Michael, I didn't get to read whatever comment you said about a friendly way, but whatever it was, I have no idea what you said, and I'm not going to scroll back up. But hopefully, I don't know. What were you saying in a friendly way? Everybody get a oh my gosh, agree to disagree. I'm trying to get my words, find my words here. There's a whole lot that we can do. Well, little doggies that are lurking or whatever you're doing, I suggest that you get a different mindset. Like, think about what you're actually doing. What good is it doing to yourselves? Because it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, it matters what you're doing to, especially when you're crossing lines and bringing children into it. I personally could care less about the clip videos on me, because you're just going back and watching my lives and clipping something I've said. Okay, that's public information and I said it. Like, what the frick are you trying to prove? But the point is, you not only brought children into it, but you also posted a video back up that you had done taken down whenever Mark passed away. You decided to be the jerks that you are and put that video back up. And the man is no longer here. He's not here to defend himself. You know what that video did to him when he was here. And you decided, we're going to put this video back up because we don't care. In my opinion, that is basically your train of thought. So think about your actions. Think about how they affect people. And even though he's not here, he has family members that know about his YouTube. He has family members that also have his computer full of receipts of everything that you guys have done to him. So please keep that in mind, because we are in touch with the family. So if I were you, I would take down the videos against Mark, who is no longer here. Just an FYI. Sunflower, I am driving fine. My phone is at eyesight level to where I literally just have to glance over and I don't read every comment. I'm reading about every 4 or 5 comments. But I promise I'm driving safe, guys. Like, this road is boring. Like, really. You have nothing to worry about. I promise. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't, if I felt like I was in heavy traffic or whatever. Like, there's like 1, 2 cars way ahead of me, and then there's like a few cars way behind me. So I got the road. I'm good. Thank you though. No, Tip, that's the problem. They don't care. And Holly, they did take it down for a bit, but then I heard yesterday that video was back up. I didn't check it for myself, but I believe other squirrel members that said that the video was back up about Mark. So if they put that up, shame on them. Shame on them. Yeah, they probably haven't, Larissa, because that is literally the only content they have with their whole, 20, 30 subs, and and you have clip content, like you say, okay, let's think about this for a minute, okay? Let's go back to about December, when their topic of conversation was, let's let's stop all of this and let's just make peace and let's get along. Like, that's not verbatim, but that was the mindset. That was the agenda, okay? And then when we did try to make peace, all we did was get yelled at and bashed on and blocked. Never any, there's never any moments they wanted reconciliation. Okay, I'm just gonna say it like that. That's not what they wanted. So whatever. Just, I'm not even gonna, like, whatever. Not gonna talk. I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. I don't want to worry about it anymore. The thing is what they're doing is wrong, and they know it's wrong. They're immature little dogs, and they can go have fun with their little, you know, their owners who walk them, or obviously don't walk them every day because they're stuck inside doing nothing. By the way, lurkers, I'm not in my bed today. Yay! Stupid. Anyway. They want to be superior. Huh. That's the thing, though. Like, if you're on YouTube and the only reason you come to YouTube is to try to be superior, like, you're on the wrong platform, dude. Go try to get on TikTok or something. Like, I don't, and I'm not bashing anybody that's on TikTok, but I'm just saying, like, the things that they do is like, you're not doing anything good for YouTube. People are not going to go to your channels and be like, oh, this is some awesome content. You know who's going to go to their channels and like their stuff? Probably like 12 and 13-year-olds. Is that the kind of audience they want? Go for it, you weirdos. I might be in a bad area. Sorry. Sorry if the sound is going out. Yeah, country. It's country, y'all. Ooh, good for you, Larissa. Damn. Dang. That's what I'm saying. That's probably the audience they draw in, because I'm sorry, but who's going to click on that and be like, oh, this is hilarious. I'm going to follow these people? Not any sane grown adults that are wanting to be productive in the world and want to, you know, actually do things that matter on YouTube. It doesn't have to be true crime. I mean, there's many other things they can do, but the things that they're putting out, okay. Bear of Love, I agree with you. I do send prayers out to them because there is something wrong with them. And I'm not saying any of us are perfect, because nobody is perfect. But there is something wrong with you when all you do is go through our content and go through our lives and grab snippets of this and snippets of that and then make a clip content video about us. They even went as far as to pretend a phone call between them and Shanda. Like, who does that? Who does that? It's immature. It serves no purpose. It does no good to this world. And it just speaks so much about them, about their personality, about who they are. If that's who they want to be known as, then that's them. As for me, I just want justice for Kylie. I want justice for Trinity. I want to know if these girls are possibly still alive. Their DNA was not taken. It was all very, very odd circumstances surrounding both of their cases. We know there's connections. Chloe Bogan is still missing, but because she's a runaway, we can't get any attention on her. We can't get her name out there. There's only one flyer out there, and this is in the Reno area, guys. We know what Reno area is. Like, the fact that this area is such a hot spot and people just turn a blind eye to it makes me sick to my stomach. And it's not just this one area. There's many around the United States. Many. It just so happened that Kylie Rodney grabbed onto our hearts, and so many other cases are now opening up that we can't let go. Can't stop, won't stop. And I just think that's, that's where I'm going to put my focus. That's where I have had my focus since August. And I'm not going to stop until I see justice for her. Thank you, Stephanie. We're all awesome. We all work together as a team. We crowdsource. We brainstorm. We sleuth. We all bring something to the table. So if you're here and you're listening and you think that you don't do enough, because I've seen a couple people say that, or DM me or email me and say, I feel like I don't contribute enough, or I feel like I don't do this enough. You guys all matter. When you're here and you're helping us brainstorm and you're helping us put these pieces of this crazy puzzle together, you're all making a difference. We all together are Kylie's army, and we're a force. Sorry, I'm not reading the chat right now. I'm not in traffic or anything, but I am in a area where the popos like to hang out, and I'm just making sure I'm not speeding. Put my cruise control on right quick. Yes, it can be the tiniest bit of info. And if you think about it, how often do we get someone that, like, I know me, I get emails and I'm like, oh, this is something I haven't seen before. And that little bit of info, we then can put into a larger puzzle. You know what I mean? Like, we have puzzles going on all over. It's basically, we're in a room full of puzzles, like someone else said, with no corner pieces, and all the damn pieces are white. And we're trying to put this shit together. And every little bit of info that comes in, though, slowly, they're falling into place. So every little bit of information matters. It matters. And good things are happening. The other people might not see it because they're not doing the sleuthing and the brainstorming and the research that we're doing. But we are seeing things fit and fall into place. And all of that matters. Hi, TC. How are you? Steph, I heard that he had a new video. I haven't watched it either. Ever since that last video, and I don't know about his source. I mean, I don't know. I can't really have an opinion on it because I don't know his source. I don't know how reliable his source is. I believe that we need to vet. We need to do our own research on whatever his videos are about to make our own assumptions and come to our own conclusions based on what we find. Because, like, none of us can just take anyone's word for anything in this case. We have to dig and find facts. And when we do find facts, we're like, okay, so these two definitely go together. You know what I mean? yeah, I haven't watched it. I did hear some stuff about what his video is about. I just haven't gotten to watch it. Larissa, you put out some videos today, girl. I haven't gotten a chance to watch anything. I I woke up and ran my little errands, do what I had to do, and now I'm on the road. So I haven't had a chance to watch anything, and I probably won't until I get home. But hey, Sifa, how are you? I'm trying to think. Like I have so much on my mind all the time. I'm constantly thinking about Kylie's kids. We have so much to organize and so much to catch up on. And then going back to the beginning, you know, each day that goes by, the beginning gets further and further away. So it's like going back to the beginning is very, very, very important in my opinion. And as we're doing that, based on what we have now, it's like you have to go back and revisit those things and then make it make sense. And it's crazy. It is so crazy how people like Upchurch were like dead on for a lot of things. I remember watching in real time, and I think the first things that I came across were the Ronnie Jones content because I was watching It Get Mails Live the night that Ronnie called in, and I just remember being like, this dude sounds like he was at the party. It doesn't sound like he was, like his cousins, it was just too convenient. And then someone told me about Ryan. I mean, I already knew who Upchurch was, but I didn't know he was in true crime like that. And somebody was like, oh my God, he made a video about the Ronnie Jones thing. Like, he called into Ike Mel's channel. And anyway, what I was saying was, when you go back now and look at all the Creek Squad discussions and all the things that they were uncovering, at the time, it's like, real time, it didn't make sense 100% because we didn't know all the characters, but they did. They were doing their homework real time. They were, like, figuring it out. And like for me myself, I'm trying to keep up with whatever's coming out real time at the moment, but they were already going back to the beginning kind of early on. So they were like dead on. And it's crazy because of all the things that's happening and going on with Upchurch. It's like, it just makes you wonder, why are they trying to silence him? Why is all of this happening? I don't think it's just coincidence. Him and Creek Squad were pretty freaking close to a lot of things that we're finding out now. Sorry if I'm missing y'all comments. Hold on. So, A One-Way Street, I haven't been watching that certain creator only because, I mean, I have my reasons, but one of the things that he put out early on when we first were made aware of who he was, it wasn't factual. And we know it's not factual because we know who Nate H is. And he was trying to say that it was this other kid who is transgender now, and it's just not factual. And he didn't, like, he still put it out there without I don't know, double checking his research. So, not saying that nothing else that he is putting out is factual. I just haven't been watching it because he stuck with it, he ran with it, and he left it up there, even though we knew that the person he found was not Nate H. Like, we know who Nate H is. We've seen him at the pressers. We've seen him in multiple photos covering his mouth. Everybody knows who Nate H is. And is not the same person that MD Project put out. And he believes it is, and he doesn't. Not saying that he has to believe what we're saying, but anyway, I have my reasons. But I do see some of the things he puts out. I just don't see all of it. But I might check it out. Do you know kind of what the gist of it was about a one-way street? A11. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. I'll look and see what it's about. So Tiff, I read kind of what you said. I do remember not only Draw Latina, but a couple of other people that spoke on Kylie's autopsy, excuse me, said that something about, because of how long she was in the water, apparently, allegedly, that vitreous fluid in her eye was not available. Now, I'm not saying I believe that, because I don't think she was put into the water until a couple, like, you know, 17th, 18th, maybe. But the thing is how long had she been passed away? So I don't know enough about autopsies to speak on like how long that vitreous fluid would be available and all of that stuff. But yeah, it aggravates me that her autopsy had a brain sample taken, but then they whited it out. So like, does that mean that, yeah, we have the sample of her brain and we know way more than you guys know? We're gonna white it out and pretend that we don't? Or did they just use an old template that had that worked out and just included it? And it's kind of like they just threw it in our face. They threw it out there and laughed at us. You know, it feels like they were just like, okay, so you guys want answers? Here you go, and threw out an autopsy that did not match Kylie Rodney at all. I mean, it was her lungs are the size of a toddler. None of it made any sense. They said she was so drunk, falling all over the place, that she drove herself into the lake. Yet there was only enough alcohol in her body to probably account for the ethanol that happens when your body decomposes. But she was so drunk, y'all. And she had no water in her lungs, no water in her stomach. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Jared, Nana, I am so proud of you. I hope that you do, and I can't wait to see your videos. I've already subbed to your channel. I can't drop links right now, obviously, but I'm excited to see what videos you make. Anybody on Justice for Kylie, sorry, I know my signal's probably going out, is amazing. Hey, Mariah. Okay, well, I hate to end this live early like this because I still have about 40 minutes or so. But I'm going to end it because I am getting phone calls. So I'm going to answer those phone calls so they're not worried about me. And I can't do both on my phone. So I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me for this portion of my little road trip. It made time go by a little faster. Now I'm going to jam to some Netflix. Thank you, Sifa, for dropping the channel. I don't know which channel it is, but is that JR and Anna's channel that you dropped for me? But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to call my peoples back. I love you all, and I will talk to you probably tonight on Shan's Live. Much love. Stay blessed. Ignore the trolls. Don't engage. Don't give them what they want. Just let them dig themselves into the ground. Bye, y'all.